Good to go?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Minister Dara Calleary was in Ballaghaderreen, County Roscommon, on the very same day that Sam Maguire came to town. And as much as people were well aware of that event, they were also extremely well aware of the long-awaited opening of the Growing Tree for a childcare and educational facility for 70 children. It received €500,000 through the Community Recognition Fund, and Minister Calleary spoke as follows at the launch.
The generosity of communities like Ballaghaderreen is there, and that's the real story. It's often unsaid, it's often unheard. You hear the voices that are loud, but you don't see the generosity, and that's what tonight's about as well. To Sinead and your team, but especially to you, Yvonne. We only met this evening at the door, and just an infectious enthusiasm, pride, bursting with pride, not just in the childcare centre tonight, but being from the right side of the border. And also to Irene. I know Irene from different things. I know that she's going to be very, very involved in this. To Father Martin, who we trained in Ballina before we sent him up here to you, ladies and gentlemen. To John Higgins from the Bala. Minister of Rural Development, John Higgins wrote the book on rural development. At a time when no one was talking about it. During the day we marked 35 years of leader. Before leader there was John and his vision, and I hope we're doing it justice, and I love how he keeps revising it and he keeps reimagining it. He never stays still. It's so good to see you and to be able to say that in front of this audience, and I know you have a shopping list for me as well. But I'm really delighted to be with you and to come to celebrate with Yvonne and her team as we mark the opening of Growing Tree 4. Getting like a chain, but this, unlike the other movies, the sequels keep getting better. And it was a privilege under Community Recognition Fund to invest €500,000 in this facility. When I came in first and I looked at Community Recognition Fund, I have to say it was a little bit, there were some of the investments that local authorities were prioritising didn't strike me as doing anything to improve on the community, but this one did, automatically. As I said, we began our day in Strokestown and look at a Roots and Growing conference and really focus on roots and place. And that's ultimately what tonight is about and what's happening across Mayo is about. It's celebrating place, it's celebrating pride of place. But your original journey, the journey that you set out in place and where you get that pride is through education. And now in early years education, which many of us really didn't experience, let's be honest, but early years education is the first place where that pride will be set out. And a tree has roots. A tree grows, but it can only grow depending on its roots. And the kids are going to get their start here. I just know automatically from meeting Yvonne and the team, they're going to get the best possible start. There won't be a shortage of love, there won't be a shortage of attention. I know you have this extraordinary physical facility to go with it. So they're going to get the best possible start. And there's a minimum of 12 different nationalities here. And those kids aren't going to recognise, they're just going to be kids. And isn't that the way we should have it? Play. Doesn't matter. If you make your best friend ambassador, they're from Ballaghaderreen, they're from Mayo, they're from Roscommon. That's what counts. And never forget that piece as they leave here and go out into the world. And that's what the investment is about, but more importantly, that's the message it's sent. And Shane was right, we had a super night in the library a couple of weeks ago, and it really blew me away, the investment in the library. But more importantly, money is one thing. To say there's 16 million going in is one thing, but it's what it's going into, and it's the thought that has gone in. And as Yvonne was bringing us around, I could see a huge amount of thought went into this. It wasn't a case of just spending money. There was thought into the design, the colours, the content. Every little room has some little niche for the kids that are lucky enough to be in it. And for those, I think it's 50 different places going to be here full time. Up to 200 children are going to get access to early years education that otherwise wouldn't have, or would have done so in some sort of different sphere. What the start that they're going to get, the roots that they will have because they came to this space and they came to this place, and the memories they will make, the friends that will make, the friends that will make with them. I want to commend Shane and your team as we come to the end of a busy day in Roscommon. We planned the day months back. I didn't think I'd be coming in with my fellow Mayo resident Sam Maguire to Ballaghaderreen. But right across the county today, I've seen huge investment, but most importantly, huge engagement from the council, from Shane and his team, and from all of the elected members. You have a super team of elected county councillors who made tough decisions which probably didn't make them popular around setting money aside for local contributions. But we do require local authorities to make local contributions because it's a local investment, and without your local elected members making the tough calls, they wouldn't be here. To Martina and your team, we had a super day in Kilbride, marking 35 years of leader, and also in Strokes, I'm looking at Roots, I'm looking at SciCap, and the team that you have here. Martina, I didn't realise Micheál was your chair, hard look at that. Genuinely though, with somebody like that who is absolutely invested in his community, you're in super hands. And Micheál, the super board there, and thanks for all that you're doing in this space as well. You know, what's happening down is just extraordinary. We're in this extraordinary week, and I couldn't come to a place that's next door to John O'Mahony's house. But many dark years you drove by that house and the green and red was flying out. And it was such a touching day that firstly the Galway team was recognised, that he led, and the journey came out. He's here with us in spirit tonight. And I'm sure he's beaming with pride at what's happening, and that his own protege Andy and David and Cuba, but particularly Andy, was able to get us over the line. But John, borders don't matter. What we're celebrating is pride of place, and the pride of place is as evident here in Growing Tree 4 tonight as it is down in that square, as it is in any part or any physical part of Mayo. I was joking, Yvonne, about the wobbler room. Thankfully there was no Mayo wobblers on Sunday in Croke Park. But out of that wobbler room will come footballers. And they will have, because of that really cool outdoor space, they'll get their first taste of chasing around after a ball. And as long as they stay with Ballaghaderreen, it'll go to Western Gales. We keep them handy. But to those that do drift over to Western Gales, it could be the girls, we wish them well on Sunday as well. So, congratulations. I can only imagine the journey. I got a taste of it. I always say, we come to opening nights and they're swan-like. Everybody's floating around, everybody's on a bit of a high, everyone's going into one direction, but underneath there's just bleh. And I'm sure there's many nights, many long nights here, and we got a sense of it from Sinead, where there were setbacks, where there was disagreements, where there might have been different visions on the one table at the same time, but ultimately all of that fed into getting here to this space. And most importantly, for those wobblers and those that get up to the age of 6, in the Growing Tree, they will lay down roots, and they will have roots given to them. They will have the roots that they have coming in here nurtured and watered, that will allow each and every one of them to grow into super trees in their own right. And out of those trees will come branches that started here in this space in Ballaghaderreen. Gordigus, the She'Eidach Levatlev and Now, Micheál, get down and see Andy. Good luck.